Hey crafty friends! Welcome to Raincross Farms Makery. My name's Robin. Behind the camera, behind the computer is my husband Bill. You might hear his voice once in a while. Welcome to our craft studio. We're coming to you just outside of Lewiston, Idaho, and we are so happy you're here. I'm going to take just a moment to start my timer. First of all, I'm going to turn on my bot, my Autobot, probably the only thing that I can boss around, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Just like me.
Just like you. No, that's not right. That's not right. Okay, so let me pin it to this post and save it. And it should be published. Yay! How is everybody? Happy Tuesday evening, wherever you're at. It is 6:15 here in Idaho, and so depending on where you are, it's probably a different time zone. So welcome. Say hello when you hop on. Okay, I think I've got that up and going, and I'm going to get rid of that. And get rid of that, leave that. How is everyone? Say hi, say hello. Tonight's keyword is busy bee, busy bee. So make sure you get that entered. I'll tell you about what's going on in a minute. Okay. So hop on, say hello. If you are watching us live, there will be a red box somewhere around here that says live. That means you are with us in real time. If it's not there, then you're watching the replay, and that is fine and dandy. Just comment hashtag replay, and that way we'll know you were here and when you watched. So, hello, Mary Ann, 9:15 in Maine. Is it almost bedtime, or are you a night owl? I'm not much of a night owl. I never thought I'd say I was an early bird, but I'm an earlier bird than I am a night owl. So if you're hopping on, we would love it if you would give our page a heart, follow our page, and sprinkle it out to your crafty friends. If you see somebody, if you see what we're doing tonight and you think of somebody you think might like to see it, go ahead and tag them in the video or share it to their page and let them see what's going on. Almost bedtime. Yep. Okay.
Wind down the night. Watch craft.
We are so thrilled to be able to host this segment of Craft Around the Clock. So if you are coming to us from Craft Around the Clock, welcome, welcome. We hope you'll decide to follow our page also and get in on all our crafty fun. So, okay, I'm going to take a little sip here, and then I'm going to introduce my craft. We got a new, we had a new product launch last Thursday, and this is the transfer that I'm going to use tonight. Is that not just the cutest? Busy, 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 and that cute little bee. So we're going to use this. We're going to do something I've never done before. So I kind of have this in my head. Thanks, Denise, for spreading the joy. Thanks so much. So I've seen something similar. I've never done this before, so it might be a hot mess. It might turn out awesome. I am going to ink this on a pair of shoes. Won't that be cute? I think I'll just have that one word busy and the bee on my shoes. So let's get to getting and see how it turns out. The first thing I want to do, okay, I do have my timer set. I got a different timer than my chicken timer because this way it's easier to remember to reset. So when this timer goes off at some random amount of minutes, we will be having a drawing at the very end of this live if we get 25 live viewers. And
already at 17.
In order to get entered into that drawing, this is how you do it. You just comment anything you want. You comment the keyword if you want. Keyword is busy bee. And when the timer goes off, it's Bill's job to check for the last comment that came up on his screen. It might look different than yours, so bear with us. We're going to trust him. Hi, Maud. Don't enter you in the timer event. Okay. I might anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, Cynthia. Hello, hello. Anyway, so if you hear the timer goes off, that's what that's for. So keep commenting, and definitely comment the keyword busy bee, because we've also added a new thing where we're going to do a weekly drawing for people who comment the keyword. So just to get people typing on our screen. So if you comment the keyword busy bee, you will be entered in the weekly drawing. It will automatically record you. Oh,
That's your beepers right
okay.
there. That would be Cynthia.
Cynthia.
So Todd doesn't want to be in it.
Okay, Cynthia Kaywood, Cowwood.
Cobwood.
Cynthia Kaywood. Long A or no? You'll have to tell me. Okay.
Oh, she just typed in busy bee.
Okay, and I checked the timer. It is set again. Okay, when you comment busy bee, you'll get a link to your messenger, and it should say thanks for joining us. You're entered into our weekly drawing. If you want some other information, there are some links that you're welcome to click on or not at your discretion. You should be able to see a list of the products that I used tonight if it's a project you want to duplicate or simulate. So that's all going there. Okay, so let's get started with these are our shoes, and I don't really want to keep them completely white because I want a yellow background. I'm going to ink this in black, but I want a yellow background. So, but I do want it permanent. So I'm going to use my Chalkology ink. This is our permanent version of our colors. So we're going to heat set it. I'll show you how you can heat set a small little area like this. So let's get started. I'll show you how I'm going to do this too. First, I'm going to start. I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. First, I'm going to start. Hi, Kathy. Kathy Weagle says busy bee. So I want as firm of a surface as I can get. So I've got some old tissue paper here.
Those aren't canvas.
These are canvas. I got them from Walmart. They are no boundaries brand. They're just a slip-on tenny. So I'm just...
There's Nana's crafty.
Hey, Nana. I'm just shoving this in there so I have as firm of a surface as I can get. Hey, y'all, you from the South, Nana?
With a name like Nana?
With a name like Nana? Sure. Okay. So that should be okay. Let me get this other one. So we're going to do some ink on some tennis shoes. And I'm just shoving this in here. So how is everyone? Having a good time? Have you been watching lots of crafts tonight? I haven't been watching. I've been busy getting this one prepped. Nope, California girl through and through. Well, I could have said that 4 years ago, and then we moved. Both of us born and raised in Southern California, retired from teaching, and decided to move to Idaho. Kicking ourselves for not moving up here much, much earlier. Okay, one more sheet of tissue paper. You could do this with newspaper, anything to just get as solid of a surface as you can. Okay, now I'm trying this. I have some ink and I have it in a spray bottle. So what I did is I took a little bit of my ink and I watered it down with distilled water so nothing grows in here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to just spray this yellow onto the front part of my shoe. Now,
I see you wore a nice light colored top to make sure you do this with.
Yeah.
I'm sure my wife would tell me,
Okay.
yeah, you would wear your Sunday best.
I am not I'm fine. Fine.
Been on the Central Coast for 20 years, so I grew up in Southern California.
Central
We were
Coast.
both in Riverside for our whole lives, then moved here. So where are you at on the Central Coast?
Okay, so I'm taping up the rubber part here because I would prefer not to. I might be able to wipe off the ink before it sets on the rubber, but I just am not certain. So I'm just putting a little bit of painter's tape around here. Making it work. Okay. Oh, yeah, I thought it's been a while. It's been a minute since I set that. I did set it. It's about, there we go.
There goes. And that's Nana's Crafty.
Nana.
She says she's just about north of Santa Barbara, about an hour.
Okay.
Up in San Fernando.
Okay.
But that got her into our drawing.
Okay, so Nana Crafty.
Nana's Crafty.
This Nana's Crafty.
So do
Okay.
you go by Nana or do you have another name?
Do you have a real
that you
name?
Go by?
Okay, so here
Hi,
I've got
Donna.
that taped off. Hey, Donna Bragg from Southeast Illinois. Thank you for joining us. We are, if you're just tuning in, we are going to ink some tennis shoes with a cute little bee design.
Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl. Hoping you're still feeling better and better and better every day. And I don't want that hair. Hello, another Cheryl from Cadiz, Kentucky. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome.
If you're new, we are really wanting to welcome you. If you like what you see or you want to give us another shot, feel free to follow our page. My goal is to get to 10,000 followers by the end of the year. And
She's funny.
I'm on target.
She's funny. Cynthia says this is going to be neat.
Bee, okay. And
Get it?
the key word is busy bee. Type in busy bee. That will enter you into our weekly drawing. And I'll contact you if you win. But just entering the keyword every time we go live will get you entered in that weekly drawing. So if you watch all of our lives, you'll have more entries in the weekly drawing. Okay, so I've got these ready, and I have my yellow ink, again, Chalkology ink. I just put a little bit in there and some water in a little tiny spray bottle. And let's see. Okay, that'll work. Cross your fingers.
Oh, there goes some busy bees. Now the busy bee is for our weekly drawing.
Busy bees for our weekly drawing and for, what do you think?
That looks pretty
Kind of
good.
splattery it. That's what I wanted. I wanted a little splattery. I don't want to splatter my computer, however.
Kathy says eager to see how this turns out. So are we.
Me too. Okay, I'm
So
running
are
out of
we.
it. Come on, run out.
see.
Holding it up because I didn't make too much of this. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a sponge and kind of dab a little bit here and there. There we go. Okay, so far, so good. Here's my yellow splattered shoes. Okay. And I'm actually going to get rid of this paper. And dry my hands off.
Yeah,
Paper
sure.
towel.
Our girls are doing really well at this point. They're laying a lot. Of course, we've got
Yep.
one broody.
Yeah, so she's not laying, she's just sitting. She did her laying. used to decorate tennis shoes. How did you do it, Dora? Okay, now I'm going to try to dry this a little bit before I put the transfer on. I'm using my Mega. This is actually an embossing gun, which is super, super hot. So I should have brought down my hair dryer. This is my normal quick dry tool, but this, I wanted a little bit more power. I don't need this much, so I'm gonna hold it way off because I don't want to scorch my tennis shoes or melt that rubber. But I do want that dry before I put down my transfer. So say hello if you haven't already. Again, the keyword is Busy Bee because this is the transfer we're going to use. So drying it up. Paint like you spray and glued mini roses and stones. Awesome. I honestly have never, I have seen decorated tennis shoes. In fact, okay, there's my timer. There's my timer. Who is our next entrant?
Next one would be Kathy Weagle.
Kathy Weagle.
Oh, and Cheryl popped in right after, but let's see. Kathy was the one on there.
Okay, Kathy Weagle is entered for our Happy Mail drawing. I'm going to get back to drawing this.
We have 27.
Woohoo! At one point I saw we had 29.
So we're doing good. And
I bought some shoes to decoupage on. You know, I thought about that. I actually bought some fabric Mod Podge. So maybe that's something I'll do one of these days. Bought some shoes. Thanks, I like my map too. It's awesome. And since then, I have seen some folks who have done this map and every state was a different color. It looked awesome. I'm scared to do it. It'll take a long time. I might not do it live. Trying to make sure this is dry before I chalk on it. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good. Dry enough. Okay, so Busy Bee. This is a self-adhesive silkscreen transfer. So there's lots and lots of detail. Can you see all that detail in that bee? So I'm gonna put this one aside and we're gonna start with this one. I'm just gonna do one word busy and the bee. I'm not going to fuzz this because this is fabric. And I'm just gonna lay this down. Where do I want that? Okay.
Cheryl
Now,
says she's waiting for her transfer to arrive. Going to make colorful ones for little grandkids. For litter grandkids, anyway.
Okay, so this is having a hard time laying flat. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do the word busy first because it's not wanting to wrap around too smoothly. But we're going to get it. It's not going to beat us. Okay. So I'm going to do BU to start with.
Alana says she's back from her trainings.
Yay.
I'm exhausted. Well, you should be.
You should be.
And Doris, she's using her ink, not.
I'm going to use, yes. I'm going to use
not
ink.
Fabric paint.
Okay. So this is ink. And I'm going to heat set it and it's going to be permanent. I'm going to use my little multi-tool. And I'm going to hold this down because of that shape.
And when I screen printed shoes in my classroom, we just flattened the thing out. we put something hard in it.
Yeah.
And flatten
Okay,
them
so
out.
now that's kind of coming up, so I'm going to leave it alone. I'm actually going to pull it up. Oop, I have a big smear there with that U. That's okay. And I'm going to do the S. And then I'm going to do the Y. Sorry, I'm on the back side of this, but basically I'm just taking that ink and making sure it gets through the screen. Okay, so here's busy, and I did make a blob right there. I'll correct that on the next one.
I was going to say, on the next time around, though, you could always hit that with yellow
I could
over
probably
the top,
put some,
too.
yeah. Okay.
Because it is opaque.
And then I'm going to
And Cheryl
down.
King says, busy bee.
I'm going to put down the B.
So, Cheryl, I'm not seeing the bot responding to you. So, if it comes down to it, people, and the bot doesn't respond, we will get back to you
Yeah, she might have
ourselves.
Okay. So I'm going to do half of the B. Actually, I'm going to do
Well, that was Alana saying hi to Cheryl.
Okay, hang on to that name.
I've got that name. I know that person.
Okay, now I'm going to kind of roll it this way.
Cheryl says Zena's driving her nuts with her diva attitude. Hey, you're the one that raised her.
She got that attitude from somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Cross your fingers. That's cute. Except for my goofing up the busy, but that's okay too. It kind of looks funky, right? So there's my first busy bee. Let me clean this off before I go to use it again. So let me show you how you clean these. The company guarantees that you can get 10 to 12 uses out of these, but if you clean them up really well, you can get more than that. So let me show you how I clean them. Just with water, no chemicals, no nothing. Partially I refuse to push it and come through.
Doris says it might be easier if you cut the stencil, but
it could. I didn't want to, but maybe I will. Just to show you, because that won't ruin it. It's just my OCD doesn't want me to do it. Okay, now I'm going to switch over to, that was like a paper towel, a Swedish dishcloth. I'm going to switch over to my board eraser. It's like a magic eraser, but no chemicals. I think they look perfect, rather like the blobs they look intended. Intended blobs, yes. We're too busy for perfection. And this is pulling the rest of that ink out of that screen. And I'm going to spray it a little bit more because I did have some ink.
So even though this is water based and you can clean it up just with water, it will still set permanently.
Yes,
so I'll
show you.
It is a permanent, as long as it's heated.
Okay. Okay, so I've got my screen cleaned. Ordinarily, I like to let them air dry, but because I want to use this again, I'm going to just take a paper towel and just kind of lightly dry that off, front and back. And then we're going to use it again on our other shoe. Really big shoe. Okay, I missed somebody's name. Who was it?
Alana.
Alana?
Miss Hendricks.
Alana Hendricks. And yes, I restarted it. Okay, So shoe number 2. Same thing, and this time I think I will cut it just to show you that you can.
Dora says, you're a busy bee. Yeah.
I try to be. I try to be. Get it?
Everybody's got comedian things going tonight.
If you can handle it, I'm just going to...
Can you handle it? That's the question.
I'll probably have to buy another one just to replace it.
I think it's funny. My poor wife.
So I'm just cutting little slits in it so that it will lay a little bit flatter. And I'm trying to... That's a whole lot better.
Okay. Alana says you can't forget her name because she's too annoying to be
Not
forgotten.
true. Okay, so I've got it. You see how it's just kind of stuck down, and this part isn't dragging it around. So that's why I trimmed it. It's able to lay a lot flatter. And I may actually...
So both Dora and Cheryl have commented busy bee, and I don't see them getting a response. So, does this bot only work if you hit it one time?
It only works once. It only works once. It'll only send you the link the first time. Okay. As long as we're cutting it up, we're going to go big or go home. But now I do have to be careful when I ink it because I don't want to ink through the slits I cut. Okay, so let's start with busy. Push that down. Get my black ink. Push it through the screen. A little bit more. Try to go just one direction. Okay.
Oh, that's Cheryl. Cheryl Brock.
Cheryl Brock.
And she's claiming to be the annoying one.
The annoying one.
You know what? I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I'll get in trouble.
Okay. A little more ink there. Okay. So I've got busy, and I think I have that bee pretty much down. So while that's in place, I'm going to chalk it, ink it, not chalk it. I am using ink because I want this to be permanent.
Cheryl wants to know what happened to the chicken.
It's over here, but it takes 2 hands to reset it. So I just went with a regular old timer that I can reset it with 1 hand.
You know, you just need to move the chicken back out so it's in view.
In view? Okay.
Yeah, so she knows.
Cross our fingers. Ooh. Ooh, this one wasn't quite as nice.
It got a little funky.
It's pretty cute. I'll probably go around it with some yellow, kind of, but anyway.
So Dora wants to know, when you wash it, is it permanent?
Yes, when I heat set it, it will be permanent. If I washed it right now, it would it would stain, but most of it would wash away. So I need to heat set it. So let me show you how we do that. So first of all, I'm going to dry this, and I'm going to remove the tape. So I don't melt it. Okay.
So,
now I'm not heat setting it with this dryer. I'm really just drying it because before I heat set it, I want it to be dry.
So, Nana said, how cute would it be if you had the word busy on the back of the shoe?
I thought about that, but it has this thing. It has a seam.
Okay, now Busy Bee came through for her.
Okay.
Oh, I I see what it might have been.
What?
They were putting the icon of the bee in between the words.
Oh, okay, yeah. It doesn't take emojis. I don't think it's fussy about capitals. Okay, I might have done better to just have done the B, but that's okay. That's okay, right? You get the idea. So I'm drying this. This is not heat setting it. Might be helping to, but I will show you how I'm going to heat set it. Okay, so let me check it. Okay, I just want it kind of dry to the touch. Okay, and now to heat set it, I'm going to use my little Cricut mini press. You could also use a little tiny travel iron. You could use a full-size iron also. It just because it's smaller. Anyway, I have this set at high. Actually, yeah, I'm going to keep it at high. I would set it at medium high to high, whichever iron. If you're using a household iron, don't use any steam. And what we're going to do is we are going to get some, this is parchment paper, not wax paper. And I'm going to need this because I need this between the iron and the ink. And that's to protect the base of my iron. So I'm going to need to kind of get all over here because I have that ink that I sprayed on. And I'm just going to run this over for a couple of minutes. If I was doing a heat press, I would probably do 30 seconds at 350, but you aren't going to be able to do a heat press with this. So I'm just going to run my iron over it.
Well, let's see. We already got Alana. Denise Jackson. You were the last one. Said cute.
Thank you. Okay, I'll get your little entry thing in just a minute. Let me see if I can do two things at once. Probably not. Probably not well. Denise.
Marianne says
Denise.
Cute little or cool little iron. Actually, it's a hot little
Denise.
iron.
Who did you say?
Huh?
Who did you say?
Oh, hang on. Back up here.
Denise Jackson. Okay.
Right there.
Because I saw another Denise.
Yeah, there's a couple on
There.
tonight.
They must have flown in just afterwards. Okay. So I'm going around this. I'm trying to be careful not to burn that rubber. Get it? Burn rubber?
I get it. You're so funny. And Marianne said a cute little iron. So tell us more about that iron. Where do you get
This
it?
is
What is it?
this
Are
is
there
a Cricut.
substitutes
This
for
is
it?
a Cricut mini press. It I probably ordered it directly from Cricut.com, but you can. I'm sure you can get them from Amazon. You can get them at any place that sells Cricut supplies. Probably Joann. I wouldn't doubt Walmart, Michaels. I also have another little iron that I got from Walmart that would work just as well for this. Let me show you that. This is just this little steam fast iron. This is from Walmart, so this isn't like 12 bucks, 14 bucks. Anyway, this would work too. But I just wanted to use this. Okay, so you can tell if it's heat set by when you let it cool down. If the ink still feels a little tacky, then it's not quite heat set. But that ink does not feel tacky. But you do have to wait till it cools off, because when it's hot, it's going to be tacky regardless. Okay, so same thing on this one. Now something else that I will probably do with this, just to be sure it's heat set, is I'm going to toss these in the dryer. So I'm going to do this part of it so that I know it's not still wet. And then I'll probably just toss them in the dryer, and the dryer heat will end up finishing up any heat setting. And then after that, you can wash them. And no special temperatures, just whatever the surface you put it on, whatever you would wash that at. You don't need to do anything special. So if I'd probably just throw these in my regular wash. I'm just making sure I'm setting that.
Cheryl says she burned a lot of rubber when she was younger.
Oh. And we're not talking tennis shoes?
Yeah, put it in the dryer. So when I used to teach in high school, I'd have people say that they would, we'd do t-shirts and whatever, and anytime they would get it mostly dry and then put it in the dryer if they didn't think it was right, and that typically sealed it down really well. So Dora wants to know, are the shoes for you?
Yes, they are. That's why they're so huge. I'm going to wear them.
She had a 65 Mustang. Nana says those are stinking cute. No, they're not stinking yet, but they will be.
They will. Give them a chance. Okay, I'm going to let that cool down, and then I'm going to do my touch test and see. Yep, that looks good. So, aren't those cute? Busy, busy, busy me. And I could have splatter painted all over. You do you. Whatever you like. Any transfer. Okay, that's feeling dry. So I think that is pretty good. Now what I probably will do is I'll go back and I'll take just some solid ink, not the diluted stuff, and just kind of touch up with a little paintbrush and try to cover up some of those black blobs.
So you guys, I don't mind the black blobs either, but my wife won't be able to handle it, so.
That's all right, and it won't be perfect, and that's okay. That's okay. And if I really don't like it, I will take paint and I will completely paint these black. And you'll never know. Okay.
Again, what was the brand of shoe? Where did you get
I got these at Walmart. These are No Boundaries brand. They are just a slip-on. They are just a slip-on tennis shoe.
Back up. That would be Dora.
I'm not seeing the name.
Dora. On, there it is, right there. She's got a little pup.
Dora Becerra. Excuse me.
Did you swallow wrong?
I swallowed my water wrong. Okay. So, here's our project. What else do I have to tell you? If you commented Busy Bee and you go to your messenger, you should have the choice of clicking joining my VIP group, which is a free Facebook group. It's where I offer specials and deals, and I want to get back to playing games with them. And anyway, fun group, doesn't cost anything. You can join my VIP group from there. You can check out the product links. Last Thursday, we launched a new, we call it a lookbook. It's like a catalog. So we launched most of that catalog last Thursday, and the rest of it will launch this Thursday. So if you want to take a look and see what the new things are, feel free to click that link, look at lookbooks. If you want a direct link to the transfer that I used tonight and some of the supplies that I use, you can follow that link to, what does it say, today's products or something like that. So feel free to use that, and let's do our drawing. We're actually gonna finish a little bit early, and that's okay. That makes up for all those times that I go Pinto with a stick shift. I had a Datsun B210 with a stick shift. Okay, our first winner. Whoops, I got two of them. Our first winner is Denise Jackson, Denise Jackson, are you still in the building? Denise Jackson. Okay, and our next winner is Dora Becerra. Dora Becerra. Okay, so Denise and Dora, I will be reaching out to you. Becerra. You spelled it wrong. That's okay.
I misspelled her name.
Yep.
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, and you misspelled
Becerra.
Denise too. Anyway, so I will be reaching out to you by your messenger to get a little bit more information to find out which happy mail is best to send you. So Dodger game. Oh, good. Dodger game starting soon. You won't miss it. So be looking for a message in your messenger box, and don't feel like you have to answer it tonight. I know some of you, it's late. So answer it at your convenience, but no, I'm going to reach out to Denise and Dora to get some more information from you. And thank you again for sticking with us till the end. Thanks to Craft Around the Clock for allowing us so graciously to host this segment. And look for us again next week. And let me show you my busy bees. And if you don't like the dots, if you don't like the blobs, just keep them moving. Keep your feet moving. Nobody will know, right?
Dora, we were
busy bee.
Quakes fans, so on AA.
Yeah, we watched
or
minor
A,
leagues.
Sorry, but we were Quakes fans, so.
Okay, so I'm going to pose so I have a decent thumbnail to use. Have a great rest of your week, and we will be seeing you. Bye-bye.
Make sure to hit up our YouTube page.
Oh, yes. Join our YouTube page, too. Bye-bye.